so let's talk row one minis. This is the first time that I have subscribed to row one, so I'm really excited to see what's in store for us today. But ultimately, these minis are going to go into this granny stripe blanket. So I had originally started this blanket in all of my homespun house minis, and it is massive and it is gorgeous. But I like to expand my horizons. So every year I kind of take a look at what I'm subscribed to and subscribe to someone else, essentially. So if I have canceled my homespun house subscription for now, and I'm going to experiment with row-on minis. So now these row-on minis will be going into this granny stripe blanket now that they're in my possession. And I am ready to dig in and see what all of the fuss is about. I've known about row one for a while, but didn't really understand it. And so if I seem like I am very much a noob to opening the row one stuff, it's because I am. So that's totally fine. But it comes in this organza bag, which I'm sure all of you already know. And we get this little packet, which I believe contains some goodies. Well, first of all, here is breakfast for the day. One of champions, of course. I got my very first row one sticker, so that'll be going on my laptop or my desk. We'll have to figure out where it fits at this point. And then we get this really cute 2024 stitch marker. I really love this. I don't know why. It's really, really cute. It's really, really fun. I think it's a nice first stitch marker for me to get to kick off my row one subscription. So really loving that. And then, some Happy New Year confetti as well. Then we get a letter about what it is we're getting this month. And this month's yarn is Chimera Fingering from Yarnaceous Fibers, which is a 75/25 superwash merino nylon. And there are a lot of options. So one of the reasons that I wanted to subscribe was because I kind of enjoyed the whole idea of a yarn tasting, if you will, and getting familiar with other dyers' yarns without having to invest in a whole skein that I'm probably going to like. Let's be honest, it's rare that I find yarn that I don't like, but this gives me the ability to play around with different colors, different types of yarns, and kind of understand what all is out there for me. So let's just dive in. All right, so here are the yarns for this month. They are a lot of pretty sort of muted tonals and neutrals, and then some pretty pinks and muted blues in the back as well. I believe we get 10 total minis, so that's quite a few minis for me to add to this blanket. We'll see how long it takes me to crochet moving forward. But so this one is called, are these all dinosaur named things? Because I'm not going to be able to pronounce them. So this is Deinonychus, Deinonychus, I think, maybe. We'll find out. I'm sure someone whose kids are into dinosaurs will tell me. This is Patagonicus. I can say this one. This one's Triceratops. Yay, I did it. This one is super pretty, like super, super pretty. It's called Great Salt Lake. Another pretty one. This one is called Morganite. Here's like a tealy sort of green chrysocolla, who knows? A really sort of pretty burnt orange called Orange Kyanite. Here we have a gray called Basalt. Is it basalt or basalt? I think it's basalt. Here's one called Bone Dry, and I really like this one. It's not like my typical color scheme. It's very, very neutral, but it has like these pretty speckles in it to add interest. And last but not least, we have this kind of purple that's called rhodolite garnet. Really, really, really pretty. So I have to say, I'm super happy with this first round of Row 1 minis. I think they're going to look amazing in this blanket. I have seen yarnaceous fibers floating around for a while now and have been curious about their yarns. So I think this was a successful first attempt. I will keep you updated as I add them to my blanket, but I appreciate you joining me for this unbagging of my very first Row 1 minis, and I suppose maybe I will see you in the next one. Bye.